Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be tackling the question of can elites in Halo 4 still drive UNSC vehicles? So, in pretty much every Halo game before Halo 4, and excluding Halo 1, the elites have always been able to drive every UNSC vehicles that Spartans can. And that's simply because in all those games, they were playable elites. So when you play as an elite, you gotta be able to use the exact same vehicles and weapons that Spartans can. Well, in Halo 4, elites can somewhat use UNSC weapons, but let's see if they could drive any UNSC vehicles at all. So starting with the Warthog, the elites can flip the Warthog if it's upside down, but actually driving it or really getting into any seat of the Warthog, unfortunately it seems like the elites cannot do that anymore. So, in order to drive a vehicle, a character has to have the animations to, get into that vehicle and use it. But it seems like between Halo Reach and Halo 4, elites lost all their animations that they would have used from Halo Reach to drive UNSC vehicles. That or the vehicles have changed a lot to the point where those old animations aren't supported anymore, but I'm not sure which case it is. But moving on to the Scorpion tank, elites also cannot drive the Scorpion, nor can it get into the turret of the Scorpion either. So that's another UNSC vehicle that elites can no longer drive in Halo 4. So this question was actually brought up in my Discord server, and it's actually been brought up a few times, and I believe some people speculated that elites could still drive UNSC vehicles in Halo 4, but so far the Warthog and Scorpion, they cannot. They can still drive the Ghost though, but that's because it's a Covenant vehicle and you see elites drive that Ghost many times in the campaign. But you never see them drive UNSC vehicles. And likewise with the Mongoose here, the elites also cannot drive the Mongoose. I'm not sure if they can get into the passenger seat or not, but I would bet that elites could not get into the passenger seat of the Mongoose either, even if someone else was in a driver's seat. But yeah, so no matter what, elites can't get into it. Now, technically, all these UNSC vehicles that they can't get into so far, technically you can mod them so that elites could get into them. It's just it wouldn't quite look right, and it's not exactly how the game originally was. So in that case, it wouldn't really count as elites being able to get into the vehicles by modding them. So we're just gonna be taking a look at without modding, even though we modded the play as an elite in Halo 4, we're just going to see if elites can get to anything at all that's a UNSC vehicle without modding. But next up here we have the Mantis, and as you can see, elites cannot drive a Mantis either. So the last UNSC vehicle that we'll be testing for this, we're not going to test the Broadsword because that's that's a different story, and I don't think that's going to work either. But the last vehicle we're going to test is actually the machine gun turret. The machine gun turrets, they are actually considered vehicles in the game files, and using a machine gun turret, you also need the proper animations just like vehicles. And as you can see here, the elite can actually indeed use UNSC machine gun turrets, and you can use it just fine. So the machine gun turret is indeed the one UNSC vehicle in Halo 4 that elites can still use. And it's barely a vehicle, but as far as the game engine is concerned, it is a vehicle. But, it's not really a vehicle as we know it. And also, when you rip the turret off and hold it, the elites can actually use the detached machine gun turret, but it holds in a really weird pose, as you can see, points it up. And then when you fire it, the bullets curve downwards. So elites can use it, but it's it's not quite right, as you can see. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That basically answers that question, which is, for the most part, no. Elites can no longer drive UNSC vehicles anymore in Halo 4, even though they've been able to in pretty much every other Halo game except for Halo 1. They can use the machine gun turret, but that's basically it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. I'll leave that in the comments, and you guys want me to check out what I can do, just let me know. But other than that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!